Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel, CORNROWS. My name is Tiara. If you're new here, well, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you're updated every time I make a video, because YouTube doesn't always post my videos for all my subscribers. If you are already subscribed, go ahead and hit the notification bell anyway, that way you don't miss a video that I post. My hair is freshly washed and deep conditioned. There's absolutely nothing in my hair and it's about 50% dry. I'm just going to save myself a little time and add some leave-in conditioner and seal it with an oil and then just put it in chunky twists. Today's video I'm hoping is going to be quick. That is not to say this style was a quick install. It took 8 hours. Not even kidding, but this is not a traditional crochet braid tutorial because I did them individually, which takes significantly more time than if you had cornrowed your hair and then added the faux locks. But I am partnering with FreeTress.com, which is where I got the hair. They sent me 3 packs of the color number 2. This is the Bow Locs. I had never heard of this before until I saw this on their website, and I knew I wanted to do some faux locks for my vacation coming up. Actually, when this video posts, I'll probably already be on vacation. They sent me 3 packs of the color number 2, and then 1 pack of the color, it's Caramelt, I think, and it's kind of like a reddish burgundy kind of color. There's actually 2 different colors in here. Some of them end in more of a deep burgundy, others end in like a reddish orangish color. I used a combination of both just as some highlights, and I'll explain why I didn't use as much as I intended to a little bit later. But a total of 4 packs, and I didn't need to use all of it. This is what I had left over from the color number 2. They were 2 bundles in each one, and I had a bundle and 1 lock left, and then I only used 5 from the Caramelt color, and I'll explain that in a second. But the hair is 18 inches long. I'm not tall enough to get it in camera, but it comes about to my waist at the longest point, and I wanted to keep it kind of effortless, and you know, I didn't want to feel like I was being super extra for a vacation, even though I still feel like the style is kind of extra. But I decided not to do parts. I used my fingers. So I used my fingers to do the parting. I did not use a comb at all. Whatever part I could get, that's what I did. Like, it's not even very straight, but I was okay with that because I wanted it to seem effortless and, you know, like I had lived in these locks for a long time. I actually really like how realistic they look. Like, they're not super dense. They taper off at the ends, which I thought was very believable for locks. Once I got the groove of things, doing the back of your head is always really time consuming, and I had to take a couple breaks. So maybe without the breaks, without the snacks, without watching some YouTube videos, I think it might have taken maybe 6 hours to do, but it did take 8 hours to do this style. Now, putting the locks in individually, I wanted to braid my hair, but I didn't want to do it beforehand as I've done in the past. So I actually sectioned off each piece and then braided the loop of the crochet lock into the braid. So I'll insert a clip here, but I basically split the section into 3 and then put the loop on one of the sections, and then I braided the hair down, trying to keep it nice and tight so it wouldn't slip around. And I think the reason it took so long is because, my hair is long. It wasn't like braiding 2 inches and then just the rest of the lock was there. I had to braid the entire length of my hair, and in some parts my hair is like 16, 17 inches long. So it was taking quite a bit of time just to braid each individual braid, which is probably why it took long again. I wanted to do a shorter style, but I was afraid that the 12-inch might be too short and then my hair would stick out the bottom and it kind of like defeats the purpose. of having a protective style. The hair is very light. Like, I was really happy that it was light. I feel like if I really wanted to, I could put it up in a ponytail right away. Like, it's a little tight on my where the braids are. That's because I just braided really tight. But the hair itself is really light, so I think I can put it up pretty quickly. I'm really excited because I plan on snorkeling on vacation, and I'm not gonna want all this hair all over the place in the water. So that's one great thing. I love how light the hair is. Now, the con that I would have, and this is why I only did 5 pieces of my accent color. I did 2 on this side. I used one of the bright ones and then one of the darker ones, and then 3 on this side. A bright one, and there's 2 dark ones in here somewhere. There's one of them. I was gonna do more highlights, but I only did the 5 because it was different. Like, the color number 2, it opened really well. Like, it's kind of like got a spring to it, so you can just wrap your braid after you've braided it. The Caramelt was actually twisted in the opposite direction, which made it really hard for me to get my hands right. And it didn't really open very well, and the tapering at the very end is so thin, like there was no way to open it and actually get the hair inside. So I used a second method to put the braid in the Caramelt color Locs. After I separated it into 3 sections like before, I put the loop on one of the sections and started to braid, and then I took the crochet needle, and this was a struggle, which is why I didn't do it to my entire head, just the 5 the 5 red ones. I stuck the crochet needle in the middle of the lock and then slowly started pulling the braid through, and it took a couple tries to get it right. I think I might even have messed up on the one that I recorded, but basically you're kind of like threading your braid through the lock, and that's only because it wouldn't open. Like, I couldn't get it to twist open and then wrap. So it was very time consuming to stick the crochet needle through the lock and then pull the braid through. It does, in my opinion, have some frizz, but I really like the frizz. I think it looks more realistic when there's a little bit of frizz. So if you're not a fan of the frizz, maybe don't get the bow locks, but I love how realistic they look, how they taper off at the end, and you know, they're not super bulky to begin with. Like, they're very, very natural looking. This is such a pretty style. I was so impressed putting this in, just how good it looked. I don't know. It is a little long for me. I think it's a tiny bit long. Maybe in the back I might cut a few pieces and then probably just re-palm roll it, and if I need to, then dip the end in hot water to keep it from unraveling. But I don't anticipate them unraveling because, you know, some of the black ones are even kind of hard to get open and then wrap around my hair. So definitely the FreeTress bow lock is more intended to be crocheted in rather than braided individually. Again, divatress.com sent me this hair for review, and you can find all the links to both the color number 2 and the Caramelt color in the links below this video, so be sure to check the description box for all the information about this hair. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Curls. I plan on posting as many pictures as possible from vacation with this hair, so if you want to be up to date on how the hair is holding up on my vacation, what I'm doing with it, and how I'm styling it, follow me on Instagram. But be sure to subscribe to this video if you're not already subscribed, and give this a big thumbs up so I know that you guys like this kind of content, and leave a comment below. And until next time, bye!